Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense takes the field. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kennesaw State right back to work. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain? And he's going for it all. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Gets open down the middle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot.
Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hogs on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Here comes the hurry up. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Dropping back, it's Hudson. Feeling some heat. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to throw it again. Caught. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Lets it fly. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Owls. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
7, Nebraska, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers.
First and 10.
To work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Past the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Football is very easy when the offensive line does their job like that. I mean, look at those holes. Back able to make a cut. 1st down.
Pressure coming. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Line getting set on 2nd down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying to impose their will with the run. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Kennesaw State right back to work. Power football with the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To throw, it's Hudson. Gets it out quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Now on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Kennesaw State right back to work. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He slings it deep to the left. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. A strike downfield. Takes it the other way. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Nebraska.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room.
the 18.
Be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Hudson. On the move, he fires. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Into the end zone. They will score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He unleashes a long one. It's complete. A huge pickup. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
Going up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On second down, looking to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. The field goal is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Kennesaw. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Got his man quickly. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
screen.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Finds his tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Huskers! They take the lead with the 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Kennesaw State right back to work. To the air, it's Hudson. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. A 3rd and long coming up here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Snags it quickly on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Calls his own number. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The play action fake. Using his feet to buy time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And they got him for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first.
The expressway is wide open. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
1st and goal for the offense. Dropping back, it's Hudson. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Kennesaw State, 17.
And here's the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Hold and fire complete.
The first down pass was complete on the screen.
Now on second down.
Brings up second down.
He'll pull it on the read. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun. Wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also... And they will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
to the air on first down. He makes the catch. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Second down now after the sack.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Fires left. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is good.
Got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. Down a possession here late in the 4th quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. If you trust your defense, you use your timeouts wisely, you can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the... Going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Nebraska. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Hudson. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. You play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.